All right, welcome back to building a space elevator again. So let's talk about what we've done so far today. All right, so today we did kind of venture out to look for some more resources like silver and nickel, silicon, things like that. More silver of any kind. So we could use our little miner right here to go gather the silver and then bring it back to the base for the refinery. So then that way we have some gold, silver, and a decent amount of materials now. And we're still refining some iron. But a few minor things that we were doing was basically, of course, mining the more appropriate way and more quicker way. And that is with the what I was discussing last episode was a rotor, a hinge, and a piston system with a drill. And then that way we can control it and then have it drill in all different directions as you see here. And we gathered a whole bunch of iron this way, and there's still a lot more iron to gather as you see here. The only problem that I see here is these little pixels that I gotta fix eventually. Hopefully don't break anything. But of course, the main course of action today was to get this whole entire rail system kind of built out a bit and have the welding inchworm actually moving appropriately. And so far so good. It's a bit slow right now, but it's fine to be slow because I don't have that much materials. But it seems to be working out pretty well. So I got up to, I think we have, each one's about 100 blocks forward or lengthwise. And this is the initial one, as you see from this arm here. And from here, I just placed the projector right down here because there was no other spot for it. I didn't think it through at that point in time in the beginning to place the projector in an appropriate spot. But I put the projector there and built out the arm all the way up to here. And then I put another projector right here, as you see. And this projector, it does the next 100 blocks. And the next one's going to be probably right over here. And so far, the piston arm or worm is doing pretty decently. It's going through these little piping systems pretty quickly and easily. And I did have to add a few more welders in the front so it could weld up these on the left and right of the center block. Because with the projection, it takes a little longer for it to weld for some reason. So I had to add the extra 4 on here total for it to weld up as quickly as possible, and then the rear ones will pick up the rest of the slack. So I of course forgot how much material this actually needs. So I only got up to what, about 150 worth, 100, one full 100, and kind of halfway there, and it's still a lot of materials that we need to gather. especially steel plates. So this is gonna take quite some time, but hopefully we'll get it done soon enough. But with all that gathering of materials, we should have enough steel plates fairly soon. All right, so the Inchworm itself, how it works, it is done through a timing system. I could have used the event controller system, but I didn't feel like doing that. I just did it with the timers. I was used to doing it with the timers. It was just easier that way. And throughout the course of buttons here, on my toolbar, you'll see the different steps, and that's exactly how the timer is set up. Basically, each timer is each step here, although some of them I could have combined for it, but I decided not to, just to give it a few seconds, just in case it might break something. So basically what we have here is to unlock the front landing gears right over here. Next one is extend the piston to make it go forward. And about 24 seconds, it was roughly 22, 23 seconds, but I did 24 just to give it a few seconds longer, just in case. And then from there, we'll lock the front landing gears right there. And then we'll unlock the rear landing gear. So this one right here in the back. It's already unlocked, but what we truly want to do is unlock that and then track the piston. And then this is the speed of the Inchworm as it goes for now. So the pistons did have to put on a few more, I guess, torque in a way. Because once you put so much materials in the large cargo containers, they become very, very heavy. And that becomes a bit of a mess. So we need to add a little bit more torque there. But yeah, it's a slow process, but it's fine being slow because, again, we don't have a lot of materials right now. So once we get more materials, then yes, we can speed it up. And another piece of this also is that the way we're gathering materials as we produce or as we're going forward is this connector here connected to this connector. So that has a bit of a help to it. So every 100th block, there's going to be a connection point just in case we run out of materials. And so far, it's been pretty good, or it's been helpful to have it. But once everything is stored up, I'm pretty sure it won't be as necessary anymore. But, yep, that's the Inchworm itself, the welding system. It's a worm technique, so it's quite slow. I might change this all out to hover quite soon once we get more material. And then we could probably speed it up a little bit more, and it'll be easier to connect to the connector. Because right now I have to extend the piston, retract the piston in a very particular way just to get it connected. And of course, you've probably seen that in the time lapse itself. But hopefully we can speed this up quite soon. Because we have a long, long way to go. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this time lapse, this episode. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.